Good morning. This is Eve Rosenberg, emotional wellness coach, author of 5 books, a woman who has survived narcissistic abuse, heartache, heartbreak, divorce, you name it. I am here to support you, all the women that desire a radical self-image makeover, that are worthy, ready, and ready to create a life they love. For all you who have subscribed, I'm thrilled. Welcome back. For people that are viewing for the first time, welcome. My intention is that not only do you love this content, but that you commit to coming here, that you subscribe, that you press the like button at the bottom, and that YouTube knows this content is available. If I know it's available, I'll keep coming. I'll keep showing up with information and support for you. I would love to know, as it's important to know, that you value this content. You could write in the comments what you'd like more of, maybe what you'd like less of. And remember, we're always going to be respectful with each other. One of the things in teaching self-love and self-respect is to be respectful to all others here, to know that we are sharing together, growing together, and this is a gift from me to you. And your viewing is a gift from you to me. Let's value each other's time. Well, for those of you who were here last week, we started talking about self-awareness and how self-awareness is that first step to recognizing that your self-image isn't up to par. You're not valuing yourself in a way where your experiences show up to light you up, to make you sing and dance like no one is watching. And you deserve to live the life that you desire. But I must inform you, it is up to you as well. And that's what this site is about. It is about taking charge and taking control, because no one's purpose was to be here and feel not good enough. And a lot of what we experience and move through has a lot to do with what we deeply believe we deserve. And that's an unconscious, out of our awareness place. So it's time to start gathering the things we are aware of and to start collecting evidence that we're not nice to ourselves, that we need to be a lot nicer. We need to love and respect ourselves first before we could expect that from other people as well. So welcome again. Worthy Ready. This is the self-image, the radical self-image makeover for women ready to create a life they love. And as we will always go and seek self-awareness, I'm also a truth seeker. I'm very much into the truth. And I am pretty convinced that not many people truly want to know the truth. I think that's why we care more about what we desire, what we're invested in, the fantasies that we create, more than the truth. This is a channel where I'm going to support you in desiring the truth, to stop lying to yourself, and to start living a life that's authentically you. Many of us are baffled and confused as to who that may be, because we're so good at abandoning ourselves for other people, and that needs to stop. So we're going to take on forgiveness today. I'm going to read from the back of one of my books about what it would be like to be in that place where we wipe the slate clean, we let go of the grudges and resentments we hold against ourselves. We see ourselves with new eyes, with fresh eyes, with loving eyes. Ah, at last. The power and joy of self-love, the promise of inner peace, the strength to survive adversity, and the confidence to shine in the world. Gratitude for a journey uniquely ours, the desire to be you. But first, self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness, in my strong belief, is the pathway from our dark story, our victim story, through to the victor's story, the story where we appreciate our journey, we value our lives no matter what happened, recognizing that we learn from all of it. And that whereas we may not forgive anyone, and we don't have to, we must forgive ourselves. Because with all sorts of betrayals and offenses, there's an accompanying dialogue to what we resonate about, the villains we blame. There's that accompanying dialogue. You should have seen that. How could you have let that happen? Are you kidding me? He said what? And you did what? You allowed that? Well, we have that accompanying dialogue whenever we blame other people. We can't control other people and what they do, say, or behave, or act, or whatever, but we have full control over forgiving ourselves. And that's what we're going to talk about for a long time on this channel. This is a channel that channels your courage to step up and take a bold look at yourself, forgive yourself, and begin to love yourself in ways you never thought possible. So I want to thank everyone along my journey, everyone I've loved, the people I still don't like, the people I believe are, let's just say, not so nice and have great karma coming their way. I want to thank all of you because you've all been a part of my journey. And I want to support everyone viewing this channel to get in the practice of recognizing that everyone in your life, not necessarily the circumstances, we don't need so much heartache and heartbreak, but we do need lessons. And remember, our offenders are the people that will wake us up to ourselves. Very important to understand this. As human beings, we focus on the negative. We're wired to look for the negative. We don't sit around all day counting our blessings. That is a practice that we have to pull our teeth out sometimes to get into place. And I want to support everyone viewing this channel to recognize that practices are everything. And they are not only going to help us heal and grow, they will help us to thrive. So last week we talked about self-awareness. Self-awareness is something that is ongoing. Self-forgiveness, not only is it such a great process in forgiving ourselves, but the more we forgive ourselves, believe it or not, the more our memories come back. Because when we're compassionate and loving with ourselves, we don't feel threatened. Our pain becomes more like information than an arduous struggle. So we're going to continue with self-awareness and be consistent with self-forgiveness. And the big step here initially with self-forgiveness is you have to understand with self-awareness, you must make yourself count. You must deem yourself and declare yourself as important and, of course, worthy ready. That battle cry, I am worthy ready. Are you with the battle cry? That's what this channel is all about. This is a battle cry, and this is about stepping into the arena to live the life we deserve, to claim our worth, and to create a life that is joyful and that is self-intended. Not living the should life or what others want for us, but the life that you deem for yourself. So it's time to get out of the people-pleasing ways. It's time to stop abandoning ourselves for other people and making them come first. And it's time to walk down this path, this worthy ready path, with intention, with purpose, and with drive and courage. Very important. Self-forgiveness is a soothing balm for the soul, but we must be willing. We must be courageous. We must be curious. I remember way back when before I did any healing work at all, and I was kind of in my victim story all the time and blaming other people and blaming myself a lot and taking way too much responsibility for everything and everyone. I remember wishing and waiting and wanting that, well, maybe I could join a witness protection program and move somewhere new where no one would know me. And I could start fresh. I could start anew. I could wipe the slate clean and create a life from the very beginning. And little did I know, all I had to do was forgive myself. That's all that was needed to wipe that slate clean, to let go of the resentments and grudges I had against myself. And I'm not really big on forgiving other people, but we could talk about that another time. This is more about self-forgiveness. I like to be in control, and we have full control here. You could forgive yourself for anything and everything. And the minute you do, you'll be amazed at the opportunities that arise. You'll be amazed at how you feel about yourself, how you soften to yourself. So very, very important. The sooner you forgive yourself for anything and everything, the sooner you begin creating a new self-image, a radical new self-image, where you become your sacred admirer and the idol of yourself, and the sooner you begin to create a life you love. Now, I am always creating a life I love. I am living a life I love, and I could tell you it's a daily practice. Self-forgiveness is a daily practice, but I am walking that path. I'm a woman that walks her talk, and I'm determined to talk you into walking yours. I am here for a reason. I am on this channel for a reason. I am here for you. And I hope you're here with me. Because together, as we heal and grow, we create a better world. Together. One beautiful heart at a time. Now that would be a beautiful collective. Not one that leaves the individual out. So self-forgiveness, we're going to embark on this today. I want you to come with curiosity and fascination to learn more about yourself, to put the fear along with the curiosity and fascination, as we can never rid ourselves of fear. Fear is a great motivator, by the way. So for all of you who have experienced heartache, heartbreak, for those of you who are even in relationships right now where you're miserable and you think there's no way out, be here. Invest this time in you. Come here, forgive yourself. Grow, heal. Recognize that you're worth it, and it's up to you to claim your worth, and we're here with you together. Become worthy ready. Just claim it. Chant the battle cry. Worthy ready. I'm worthy ready. So as we move along with self-forgiveness, as we understand that all the things that we did for love, and I asked subscribers last week to think of what you did for love, what you're angry about, what you're sad about, who you blame. This is to become aware, to bring to your awareness the things you hold against yourself. It's not so much what you hold against others. Most of it sits in your heart and hardens your heart when you hold grudges and resentments toward yourself. So this is the beginning of the process, and it's time to stop doubting yourself, and it's time to start doubting the intent that we give to other people, the benefit of the doubt. It's time to doubt the benefit we give to other people, and to start claiming our perspective, to own our perspective, and to support ourselves in loving and honoring and respecting ourselves in a way where nobody disrespects us anymore. Those days are over. Remember, we don't say I'm done here. We say I'm worthy ready. Okay, so we're starting now with forgiveness, this incredible path. I'm going to go to my dearest self. I forgive you, which, by the way, is a phenomenal mantra to say when you're upset with yourself, when you recall a time where you were not there for yourself, whether you abandoned yourself, and whether you're still holding grudges and resentments toward yourself. This is a time to say the mantra, my dearest self. Put your hand on your heart. My dearest self, I forgive you. And mean it. Feel your heart opening up to yourself. Feel your heart receiving yourself again. It's very, very important. This is a process that you commit to and you follow step by step for a lifetime, by the way. This is for a lifetime. So I'm going to read some things in My Dearest Self, I Forgive You, the essential rules, the essential steps for embracing your journey and loving your life. This book is available on Amazon. Barnes & Noble can order it. You can get it on Kindle. There's other e-platforms. If you choose, I'm going to be referring to a lot of my books. This is a book that I'm going to be using a lot on this channel. And some of you, well, let me tell you, it's not a lot of information that's thrown together like a textbook. This was designed to be a beautiful piece on your coffee table or night table. And when you open the book randomly, it's just a beautiful and incredible, loving statement to the self. So since I opened just here, let's read over here what this is. So if you want this book, I have the hardcover version here on page 95. Self-love means always having to say you're sorry. Wow, I'm glad I opened up to this page, because apologizing consistently and constantly to the self is such a beautiful act of self-forgiveness, and it will open your heart in ways you can't imagine. Self-love means always having to say you're sorry. Apologies to yourself that are consistent, whether they pertain to the past or the present, are compassionate acknowledgments that convey to the self that you care, that you're important, and that you are respected. And then there's a step to take with that beautiful, endearing quote. Take a step forward on your behalf. Make this an ongoing practice, and you will find that the genuine apologies of others will follow. Remember, I talk about that all the time on this channel. The way you treat yourself, you will be treated by others. I call it the platinum rule, and whether you believe it or not, I will support you in believing it, because it's about connecting to how you treat yourself and seeing it reflected back by others. Look at the way others treat you. And when you see the negative things like no one hears me, no one listens to me, nobody respects me, you ask yourself the same question. How don't I listen to myself? How don't I hear myself? How don't I respect myself? Well, if we keep breaking promises to ourselves, if we keep telling ourselves we're going to do this and we don't do it, then we're not hearing ourselves. We're not listening. And we're not respecting ourselves. There will always be that connection. Okay, so let's go now to self-forgiveness, this new path that we're embarking on together. And I will tell you on page 22 of My Dearest Self, I want to start with recognizing that you won't magically wake up one morning in love with yourself. That's not going to happen. But you can go to bed at night with more admiration than you had the day before. Do you remember that song for you older women? I love you more today than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. Yes, same thing. Go to bed with more admiration for yourself. And thank you for letting me get loose here, because I'm starting to have a good time. And it's important that I have a good time, so I keep showing up for you. So thank you. This is a channel where, well, we want to become authentically us, and I'm a little weird and quirky. So join me. Okay, so take a step forward on your behalf. Admire yourself. Admire yourself. Admire yourself some more. The warm and fuzzy feelings will catch up. Count your skills and qualities that you are proud of. So for your homework this week, I want you to go back into the past. Remember, when you think of your relationships, what are you angry about? What are you sad about? Who do you blame? And I want you to make a list of grudges and resentments. And then I want you to make another list of grudges and resentments toward yourself. And then I want you to make a list of all the ways that you used your brilliance and ingenuity to go after what you wanted, even though you stepped over yourself, even though you may have abandoned yourself, even though you may have ignored those red flags. Look for how incredibly brilliant you are when you have your eye on something you want. Because we're going to use this to go after what serves you. And believe me, you've all got it. You've all got everything you need and everything it takes to love yourself and to create a life that you love. So go forth this week, start the self-forgiveness process, say the mantra, my dearest self, I forgive you, whenever you need to. Start apologizing to yourself. Remember your battle cry, worthy ready. I'm worthy ready. And I'll see you next week. Bye for now.